Hi guys, good morning all of you. This is Vamsi here. I was a trainer for the data science related technologies. So just before starting the session guys, just can you please all of you can confirm you, any one of you is a audible guys?
Yes.
Yeah, can you,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, thank you. And is my voice is clear? Or are you getting any disturbance or anything such kind of thing?
No,
Is
it's
it clear?
clear.
It's clear.
Clear.
Okay, right. Thank you guys. So guys, yeah, so this is Vamshi here, guys. So I was the faculty for the data science related technologies. So just before starting with this, whatever the workshop, the free workshop we are conducting today, let me just give a brief introduction about myself so that you can just get some understanding about myself, guys. So just I don't want to spare much time, just at 2 minutes, just I'll finish off it, guys. So this is Vamshi here. This is Vamsi Krishna Guttula. So I'm almost all having somewhere around 20 years of experience, guys. So mostly into the training, development, support. So different types of roles I have been worked from the last 20 years. And my main specialization from all the 20 years, guys. So I was into the data related technologies, mostly into the data only. So I was not from any programming background. So I say that I was not a good programmer. Um, I have a programming, I have some knowledge, I have the knowledge, but mostly I was into the data related technologies. So 20 years back, I started with related with the database management systems, like database management systems like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL. I worked on different types of relational databases, like you may be aware about SQL, PL SQL, procedural languages, what we call it as. After that, a couple of years, I have been worked on database administrations like backups, restore, some kind of an admin related tasks, guys, security. It's an administration related task I have been worked. After that, I have been moved to business intelligence for 4 5 years. I completely worked on the business intelligence systems. Mainly, the business intelligence has been the one of the reason which I moved to the data science. What is the reason is business intelligence. So I worked on various business intelligence tools also, and from the last 6 years, I'm working on more than 6 years, guys. Almost all it is near to 7 years, almost all. So I'm working on these data science related technologies. So that is about myself. Currently, just to give you about my introduction, like I done one certification program from Triple IT Hyderabad. I was the one of the alumni member of Triple IT, and apart from that, currently I was collaborated with XLR as a consultant trainer on data science related technologies, guys. So this is all about myself, guys. That's it. It is all about myself, and just a few minutes just to give some introduction about myself. Yep. So today's main agenda is, guys, this is a free workshop. It's a free workshop which we are conducting almost all every Sunday. Generally, on every Sundays, we are going to conduct these free workshops, guys. So the main agenda for this workshop is, guys, just it is like an what we can say is, I say is, it's like an the data science awareness. So the reason I'm talking about this agenda, why? Because is, guys, most of you people may have, not only you, most of the guys are having because nowadays they are hearing about this data science everywhere. They are talking about data science, AI, NLP, ML, DL, deep learning, which is going to be they are talking about. But most of the people do not have exactly what is the data science is meant for. So basically, finding a real data scientist is a little bit hard. It is very hard to find a real data scientist. It is hard to find a real data scientist. At the same time, it is really very hard to find out. That means the people who knows exactly what is a data scientist will do. So finding a real data scientist is hard. At the same time, a person who knows exactly what is a data scientist will do also a little bit really hard. Even if I ask you also what is exactly data scientist will do, So if we can see, we can find a different answers we can find out. So some people says that data science means it is something reporting, analysis, okay, business supporting. It's not that. They are only related to BI, guys. But what exactly the data science is there? So is the data science, first of all, is data science is a programming language? No. So many people think that learning data science is nothing but just like a programming language. So just like they expect that like Java, we learn Java, right? We learn the we learn the Java, we learn the Python. We are learning something like, for example, some .NET or PHP. It's data science is not all about learning a programming language. Yes, we use as a language. Maybe I say that I'm going to use a Python. So Python is a language which is used basically used to implement the skills or implement the techniques that are required in our data science. But it is not, Python is not the data science. Or simply if you learn Python, you cannot say that you became a data scientist. No. Data science itself is having the various skill sets are there. So even whenever we talk about what is the definition of a data science, so let us talk about a technical definition also. Or let us say that avoid the technical definition. What is data science here now? So data science is not a language, guys. First of all, data science is not a language, or it is not a technology also. Don't think that data science is one technology we are going to be using. So what is basically the data science is? A data science is a collection of so many different types of, what we can say is a different types of techniques we are going to be using, guys. A different types of techniques. So what are those techniques? Is there are some different techniques like some mathematical techniques, some statistical techniques we are going to use as. Yes, we are going to use as simple. Maybe don't think that it is a higher level for you. Yes, we are going to be using some kind of a technique. We are going to use it. For example, let us talk about a deep learning. So many people think that deep learning, if we have been heard about that, try to find out what is deep learning. Try to find out from any online videos or anybody's help. Try to find out deep learning. It's really hard to find out. Understand what exactly deep learning will do. But deep learning is a technique, guys. It is a simple technique. It's a mathematical technique. It's a simple mathematical technique, guys. Programmatically, when you see that, it is going to be a little bit lengthy and little bit what we can say huge codes we have to write it. But simple mathematical technique is going to be nothing but it is nothing but just it is to minimize. It is to just the minimize the loss function. The main technique is going to be minimize the loss function. It is going to be. So maybe all of you have an idea about just a little bit math about that. Don't worry. We are not going to teach you now, and I'm not you need not to learn about anything. Our target is to minimize the loss function. We are going to minimize this. Don't think that it is a huge math is going to be gets containing, guys. How to find out what is going to be, where exactly the minimum value will occur. So for example, if I give an equation, guys, for example, just an example on equation, f of x is equal to, for example, let us say if I say 3x square plus, which is going to be 5x plus 6. So how to find out the minimum value and what is the maximum value? At which value of x and at which value of y, you are going to have the minimum and maximum value. So that is what we want to find out. So how do you find it off, guys? Anybody remember, guys? Anybody? How do you find the minimum and maximum values of this f of x function, guys? Anybody? At least do you remember? At least which topic you are going to use? Anyone?
For the mean of x, we will differentiate this fx function.
Absolutely. We are going to differentiate it. We have to just differentiate it. Differentiation is nothing but so many people at that time, guys, in 10+2 standard, we have been learned about that. At 10+2 standard, we have been learned about that. Yes, I think somebody is talking about that. So tell me where is the minimum and where is the maximum value is going to be, where the minimum maximum value is going to be fine, guys. So the equation of this, it's a nothing but it's a quadratic equation, guys. So quadratic equation curve is going to be something like this, guys. A quadratic equation curve is going to be something like this, guys. Maybe you have been studied about that. So where exactly the minimum value, this is x and this is going to be f of x, guys. So the minimum value is going to occur where the slope of this line is equivalent to 0. Where the slope of the line is equal to 0. How to find the slope of the line? Slope of the line is nothing but the derivative, guys. Isn't it? What is derivative? Derivative is nothing but df by dx, which is going to be nothing but how the f is changing with respect to the x value. That is indirectly we call it as slope of the line. Hope you remembered y equal to 3x plus 6. What is the slope of this line? 3. So it is calculated as dy by dx is equal to nothing but it is going to be 3, guys. So just it's a little bit hype, guys. Mainly, whenever we are talking about the deep learning means deep learning is a very complicated concept. Yes, it is a complex concept, but the main maths behind that is going to be nothing but it's a derivative. So calculate this derivative of this particular application. So if I calculate the derivative, it is 6, it is going to be 6x plus 5 is equivalent to 0. So 6x plus 5 is equal to 0 means x is equal to minus 5 by 6, guys. Check it out if you want. It's a little bit maths is going to be there. Okay, nowadays learning maths is also has become very simple and very fun. It has become very fun, guys. So you don't require at that time. That means whenever you are learning maybe 10 plus 2 standards or etc. Maybe there are not that much, we don't have that much online resources are not there. But now everything has become very easy, guys. Everything has become very easy. If you want to study 3x plus 5x plus 6, how this equation works or how the equation behaves, you need not to write any on the day. That means it's my experience is 20 years back, guys. At least you guys maybe at least maybe 6 years back or 7 years back, maybe if you are freshers. If you are freshers, hardly it is 4 years back, guys. Because maybe if your graduation is 4 years or 3 years you have done, maybe it is going to be hardly 4 5 years back, guys. But mine one is in 20 years back, guys. 20, not 20 years also. 24 years back, because my graduation is completed in 2003. So I imagine that before that is going to be 20 years, 20 plus 4. It is going to be 24 years back it is, guys. At that time, we don't have even computers also. But now it has become very easy, guys. Very easy we have been got became. So see, guys, how simple the equation is going to be there. 3x square, observe carefully, guys. It is going to be just now shown in the formula now. 3x square, it is going to be 3x square plus, which is going to be 5 into x plus, which is going to be 6, guys. So it is going to be, what is the equation? 3x square plus 5x plus 6. So this is the equation which I have been got given, guys. So how that particular equation is going to lie? For example, we'll take this one, guys. We'll take this one, guys. For example, I didn't added the 6. Maybe I have to check it out. Whenever I'm adding 6, we are not getting the equation properly. Maybe it has been went somewhere. So we added the 6, right? It added somewhere here, guys. 3x squared plus 5x. You can see the equation of this particular line. At what value of x it has been became? At what value of x? So we have got the minimum value. So see, guys, whenever I draw this line is going to tells you what is the slope of this line, guys. What is the slope of this line? It is going to tells you. The slope is almost all 0, we said. At what value of x it is going to be? That is a case. It has how simple it has been become. You can observe carefully, guys. No need of writing any formula. Simple it has been become. So we are going to study about that. Okay. So as I'm saying that, so data science is all about a different types of techniques we are going to be learning, guys. Yes, what type of techniques? Some mathematical and statistical techniques we are going to be learning about that. And we are going to learn about a different types of methodologies, guys. So data science is all about learning about implementing a different types of techniques. Why do you implement that? I'll tell you. It's nothing but techniques. We are going to be using a different types of methodologies. Yes, what type of methodologies? Again, we are having some kind of an mathematical and statistical methodologies will be there. Yes, we have some methodologies. I don't want to go at a little bit higher level because again, if I said maths means, again, you are going to get confused with that. And we are going to be learning a different types of processing techniques. A different types of processing techniques will be there, guys. Yes, we have some processing will be there. That also is going to be some kind of an a different types of mathematical, statistical processings we are going to use. And apart from that, main important is we are going to be using some kind of a systems. Like I'm going to using some kind of a big data systems because I want to handle a large volumes of data. I'm going to be using something called as an ML, which stands for machine learning. ML is a type of a system, we can say, guys. And apart from that, we are going to be using a different types of algorithms. We are going to use all these are going to be the set of whatever the techniques, methodologies, processing systems, algorithms we are going to be using. What is the main purpose of them, guys? The main purpose of them is nothing but is to, which is going to be getting some insights from data. Main idea is, guys, getting some insights from data. What is meaning of insights, guys? Insights are nothing but you are trying to get some knowledge. We are trying to understand the data, guys. So you may get a doubt. Why should I understand the data? Why should you get some knowledge from the data? Basically, to take any business decisions. Whenever we want to take whenever we want to take any decisions, it may be a business decision or it may be some other decision. So whenever we want to take any decision, we have to first study the data, guys. We have to understand the data. Like, for example, we know that these pharmaceutical companies, the pharmaceutical companies are going to be doing some kind of a research. Like we know that the drug compositions will be there. So we know that at least we are not aware about that. We know that's what is 75 mg, what is 100 mg, what is going to be 200 mg. It's nothing but the how much composition of that. So let us say that if I take 1 mg of the so and so the medicine, it contains 75% of them is going to be contain so and so, and remaining 25% are going to contain so and so medicine. Some example we can talk about that. Just an example I'm talking about that. Yes, deep learning where you are going to exactly use means I'll tell you guys, just because I cannot clarify all your questions in within. I cannot make a complete picture of data science in one single session, but I'll tell you like what exactly. Okay, I'll explain you this concept, guys. I'll explain this particular concept with respect to your question only. So somebody is asking like what is deep learning? Where do you use the deep learning applications? So what is our data science? I told you we are going to use a different techniques, and we are going to use a different processings and all these things. Finally, to get some knowledge from the data. Okay, you have to understand the data, and why should I understand the data? To take a decision. Mainly to take a decision, it is going to be okay. I'll explain with respect to your discussion only. For example, let us talk about the simple example of voter cards. So we know that as part of our Indian population right now, it is how much 150 crores or one nearest to 150 crores. So how many voters are there? Approximately as of the latest, I think the latest information, latest update. So we are having somewhere around 80 crores are the voters. So we know that when an Indian citizen is going to get a voter card, when he gets 18 years of age. So 80 crores, currently the voters are approximately 80 crores, I think 80 or 90 crores of people are there. Now previously, that means some years before, there used to be a lot of issues which to be there, guys. What is the main issue here is, there is an voter card used to be printed. It's going to be the photo, and what is the name, and mainly what is the photo, what is the name, and what is the gender. Mainly it used to print the gender. The voter card will contain the gender also. Previously, some years before means some maybe a 10-15 years before, we used to get some very frequently. The problem here is, one of the main issue is, in the place of a when the voter is a gender is a male, it used to be printed as a female. Or whenever it used to be, whenever the voter is a female, on the card it used to be printed which is a female. Instead of female it is male, or instead of male it used to print female. Why this problem has been taken place? So as you know that when a voter applies a voter card, immediately a person means a human, is going to update all the details. The human is going to be, a person is going to be updates all the details in the voter, whatever the website was there. So at that time, so see, imagine 80 crore people voter cards is not that much. You can imagine how much size of the data and how much size of the data and how much effort we have to put it. And even forgot about the old, even for example, whenever we talk about a new voters, so every time the new voters, lakhs of customer, these voters used to register. So there is a photo was there. So they used to upload a photo and immediately they have to upload the, what is the gender also, they used to upload it. So generally what they used to happen here is while they are selecting the male or whether they are selecting a female, so wrongly, the humans also can do the mistakes. Humans will do the mistakes, guys. Obviously, every human is not 100% accurate, isn't it? So how many they will re-verify, how much time they require to do that, isn't it? So that's why what they used to do is even the photo was a female's image, so the user used to enter it as a male. So immediately some wrong, which is going to be wrong gender, has been taken place. There is some verification used to be there, but how many images they will verify? They will verify randomly. Randomly they will pick some images, randomly they will pick some orders, and they will verify like how they have been got, whether they have been entered correctly or not. So this has been, now it has been avoided, guys. How this has been got avoided is whenever we enter the photo, immediately the gender is automatically, it is auto-filled. The gender is auto-filled, guys. That means humans need not to enter it. Human has to just verify, because whenever something is happening automatically also, there is a chance of errors. So the person need to only just verify. He need not to enter whether the image in the person is a female and whether here the entered is going to be whether it is a female or not. In the case if it entered, if it is selected as a male, we have to change it as female. That means it is making autofill. See the difference, guys. We are just loading the image. So the application automatically identifies whether the person in the image is a male or a female. So how it is done? How it is done? Internally, did anybody written a program for that? No program has been written, guys. There is no program has been written, because how can you write a program? See, whenever I can ask a C programmer, can you write a program to find out whether a given number is a even or odd? So given number is even or odd. Yes, he can write a program. There is a logic is there. So the divide the number by 2. If the remainder is equal to 0, it is a even, else it is an odd. So can you check, can you write a program to find out whether a given number is a prime or not? Yes, I can write a program. Or I can find out whether the given number is an Armstrong number or not. Isn't it? An Armstrong number or not? I think you know the what is meaning of Armstrong number. The sum of the cubes of the individual digits must be equal to the same number, Armstrong number, what we call it as. But I can, if I ask a C programmer, can you write a program to find out whether the given image is a, whether the given image, or whether the, whenever I given an image to your photo to you, whether the image is a male or a female? Nobody can write a program for that. How can you differentiate? How can you differentiate the person in the image is a male or a female? How can you do it? How can you write the logic for that? Nobody can write the logic for that, guys. Isn't it? There can be logic, but we can write it. We have to write a lot of code and all these things. We have to do that. So there it is going to be comes up the deep learning. What is deep learning is, here we are going to first of all will have the human facial images. The human faces images will be there. So we have some images, not just like 10 or 20, maybe some thousands of images will be there. So we are having the human faces, guys. So the human face, because in a voter card, what we are going to upload? Only the human face only we are going to be upload. So it is going to be the face images of humans we are having. We collected some images, guys. Let us say that each image, each box, I'm writing it as an image. Maybe somewhere around 20,000 images are there, guys. Now these 20,000 images, we are going to feed it to one machine. Machine is nothing but what we can call it as one algorithm. It is going to be one algorithm. So it may be a machine learning algorithm. Whenever we go for a deep learning, we'll have a deep learning algorithms. Machine learning or a deep learning algorithms, what we are going to do that. These algorithms are going to study These algorithms will study these images and they will prepare their own plans. That means they will identify which image is going to be a male, which image is going to be female. Already how to mark them. So this is the person. In this particular image, it is a male. In this image, it is a, let us say, this is the second image is a female. Third image is also female's image. And fourth image is a male. Like that for all 20,000 images, I have to say these are females and these are the males. So this particular algorithm, basically in deep learning, we are going to use neural networks. Those neural networks will study how how to differentiate these males and females. So once it studies that, how it will study later, we'll see the applications. Okay, in our main regular classes. So the algorithm is going to study how to differentiate between a male and a female. So they are going to study how to differentiate between a male and a female. They will study that. And whenever I give a new image, immediately the machine is going to tells you whether the person is a male or a female. Hope you understood. So that is the main purpose of that means what I'm saying here is the machines are going to learn from the data. Here I said that our main data science target is to get some insights from the data, to get some understanding about the data. Based on that, we have to take a decision. So I am going to make the machine to study. Machines are going to learn these images and then they will differentiate. Okay, the female's images are like this, male's images are like this. It will study the data internally. Now, once the machine has studied that which images are male, which images are females, whenever I give a new image, immediately the machine is going to identify whether the person in the image is a male or a female. So we are predicting whether the person in the image is a male or a female. But how it is done, we don't write a program. We don't write the program. We have to first feed some data to the machine. Machine is going to study the data, guys. Machines will study automatically. That's why we are going to call it as a machine learning. And your deep learning is a part of your machine learning only, guys. So it is going to be, so we can simply say that this is your machine learning. This is your machine learning. Inside the machine learning, we are having a subset called as, which is going to be deep learning. Deep learning is also part of the machine learning only. So where do you use the deep learning example is simple to say that the machines where I want to predict whether the person in the image is a male or a female. But how it is going to identify that? First of all, we have to feed the machine with some images. You don't write any code. I'll simply give the images. The machine is going to study that images and it will differentiate between the males and the females. Now you can apply this not only to the gender identification also, guys. For example, let us say that we know that it's going to be some X-ray reports are there. When I talk about the medical diagnosis, guys, so an X-ray report is there. For example, let us say that there is an X-ray report for a particular patient. So the doctor has diagnosed it that maybe this patient has been affected with some pneumonia. So how they will identify? Take an X-ray report. So we have to take this X-ray report. Nowadays, technology has been improved, guys. So once if X-ray report was taken, immediately it will be sent to the corresponding expert, that is a doctor. Doctor immediately within a few seconds of time, he is going to verify and immediately it is going to be sends a report saying that, yes, so this is a positive case of pneumonia or it may be negative. It's a negative. So now coming days, what will happen here is, guys, you are hearing about that now. Once the AI systems comes, guys, in the next 40, 50 years, what we can understand here is you don't really require any doctors at all. You really don't require any doctors at all. You don't really require any chartered accountants. So these professional jobs are going to be completely done by the AI systems only. So just give the report, we have to take the report, take some report and send that particular whatever the report to that AI system. Immediately the system is going to diagnosis. So from the X-rays reports, they will the diagnosis whether the particular person is a diagnosed is a positive or whether it is a negative for a particular disease or something like that. But how it is done? How it is done? So first of all, same in the place of the facial images, you are going to supply the X-ray reports. We are going to supply the X-ray reports to the machine, guys. So once if you make the machine to study these X-ray reports, same thing, the machines are going to study these X-ray reports and they will differentiate between a positive and a negative. So we have to tell these are the positive reports, these are the negative reports. Once if a new image comes, a new X-ray report comes, immediately the model, my machine is going to identify whether the X-ray report or the patient is diagnosed with a positive or a negative. You can apply for so many things, guys. You can apply for so many things we can apply it, guys. So it can be something like an X-ray report, or it may be an ECG report, or it may be some other, as I told you, it may be some other photos, or it can be anything, it can be there. Any kind of an images, the machines can study. Yes, absolutely, the machines can study, guys. Yes, obviously nobody thinks, generally we obviously we're aware about that. Up to now, we are saying one thing. Computers cannot take a decision by themselves. So we require a program. Why should I require a programming language? So when you may have learned C, C++, Java, .NET languages. Generally in introduction classes, first of all, what is the statement is, why do you require Java? Why should I learn Java first of all? So let us say that you want to learn Java. So first question that comes to your mind is, why? Why a programming language? Why should I learn a Java? So because is using Java, I want to write a program. Why should I write a program? Because the computers don't know how to do a particular process. For example, just now I told you, whenever I want to find out whether a given number is an even or odd. So if I give the input 10, the machine, how the computer knows. So for that, we have written the logic saying that divide this number by 2. If the remainder is equal to 0, then you call it as an even number. If remainder is not 0, then call it as an odd number. We are saying like that. But now the machines has become very intelligent. They are saying that you don't write any logic. You give me the data. You give me the data. Just an example. If you just tell me, for example, just let me tell you guys. For example, whenever I said if 2 is a even, if 3 is a odd, for example, okay, and 4 is an even number, 5 is an odd, some random numbers you give, guys. And if I feed this data to the machines, machines are studying that, machines are capable to study. So how I can differentiate an even and an odd number? How can I differentiate an even and an odd number? It is differentiating, guys. It is differentiating. Okay, this is an even number. This is an odd number. So based on that, whenever I give a new number now, automatically the machine will say that it is an even number. Whenever I give an 11, it will say that it is an odd number. You need not to write any logic for that. Only thing you have to say is 2 is a even, 3 is a odd, 4 is a even, 5 is a odd. Once you tell that, machine is going to do that. Yes, absolutely, machine will do, guys. Don't think that machines, how the machines can do. Yes, machines can do with the help of the algorithms. Who is going to help that? The algorithms is going to help you, guys. The algorithms are going to help you. That's it, guys. You give the input, you tell the machine 2 is an even number, 3 is an odd number, 4 is an even number. But we don't say like that. Machines will have some separate language is there. Not separate language, a separate way of understanding. If I say that if it is even and odd, it won't say that. It will simply say that 2, is it even? So let us say that is even, yes. 3, is it even? No. 4, is it even? Yes. Yes. If it is odd, for example, 5, is it even? No. Something like that. Once if I give the feed the data like this, then the machines are going to study the data. Machines are going to study the data. Once if I feed the data to the machine studies the data. Now, once if I give the 10, it says 1, meaning that it is even. If I say 11, it will say 0. It says that not even. That's it. It will say like that, even or not even. It won't say even or odd. Even or not even, it is going to say that. Something like that, the machines can study the data, guys. So that is the basic objective. So who is going to help all these things? These algorithms are going to be there, guys. So learning about a data science is nothing but We have to learn about those algorithms only, guys. Those algorithms only, we are going to make you to study them. So what algorithms for what purpose we have to use, how these algorithms will work, we have to make the study about that. So what is our idea here is I've shown you 1, 2 examples, guys. What exactly this data science is going to be? Data science is all about simple techniques. We are going to be learning some using some techniques, methodologies. Mainly our target is to understand the data, study the data. I want to study these images. Who are males and who are females? Which one is a positive X-ray? Whether is a negative X-ray? How do you find it off? Study that. Once it studies, whenever a new report comes, whenever a new X-ray report comes, immediately my machine can say whether it is positive or whether it is negative. Maybe some of you will get a doubt. So really, is it possible to do? And first of all, how can I collect these X-ray images? How can I collect all these X-ray images if you want to collect it? So we have so many online resources are there, guys. One of the popular resource we are going to use is Kaggle. So this is a very good platform for our AI related community. See, so level up with the largest AI and ML community, guys. So this is one of the platform which we are going to be using for our learning procedure. There we have a data sets are there. So do you want human faces images? You can get human faces images. Do you want to get any X-ray reports? For example, if I say, I want the X-ray images are required, guys. Do you want any X-ray images? You can get the X-ray images. I told you the same example, guys. So it is going to be chest X-ray images for pneumonia. These are your X-ray images, guys. These are going to be X-ray images. So it will tell you this is a normal, this is a bacterial pneumonia, it is a viral pneumonia. So it will identify that. So we have 3 classes are there. There are 3 classes are there. It is normal, it is a bacterial pneumonia, and it is a viral pneumonia. So yes, we have some images are there, guys. Pneumonia or normal. I think there are only 2 are there. We are having 5,863 X-ray images are there. 5,863 images. It's size of 2 GB. It's a size of a 2 GB, guys. It's not just like a 2 MB, 3 MB file. We are having, these are going to be the images what we have it. If you want, you can open it and you can verify. These are your normal images. These are your normal images. And these are going to be, there are going to be 234 normal images here. And here we are having some other, which is going to be pneumonia images are there. So these are some images we are having. Don't worry, we'll understand it. 3,875, which is going to be the pneumonia images are there. So this is going to be all that the virus or the bacteria, whatever it has been. So we can see that. So how you can also, even we are not a domain experts, even we are not an doctors, but at least once you study that, you can understand it, guys. You can see the images clearly. So see, the lungs are very clearly, it is going to be visible. Now the lungs are going to be, so it has been filled with some kind of a virus or a bacterial. So images, the colors are going to be, instead of getting a black, dark color, we are getting some white colors we are going to be getting. So we don't require that. We are not domain experts in that, but we can understand it. So we can see some ideas about that. The normal chest report X, the left panel depicts clear lungs without any areas of abnormal, which is going to be the opacification in the images. Bacterial pneumonias in the middle typically exhibits a focal lobar consolidation. We are not experts in that, right? In the case in the right upper lobe white arrows, where the viral phenomenon pneumonia, right, manifests with a more diffuse and which is going to be the interstitial pattern in both the lungs it is showing. We are not domain experts here to understand them. Okay, so just to say that though we are not a domain experts, but still we can make the machine to do this kind of an applications. So some information regarding some kind of an images and all these things, we can see it with the data here now. So we are not worried about that, but we give this data to our machines. Machines are going to study these images and they will study whether that images is a normal or whether the images are going to be the pneumonias. So we can see the data sets. So these are, we'll understand data. What is normal data sets and what is validation data sets, what is trained data sets, what are test data sets. Some few images we have it there. So this is how we are going to be gets working with them, guys. Okay. So anyhow, see, there are so many different chest X-rays are there. Pneumonia X-ray images are there. COVID-19 radiography database is there. Brain tumor data sets are there. These are tumor data sets, guys. It's a brain tumor data sets. So these are all images, guys. We are having some images we are having here now. See, the images are there. So we can download the particular images. If we download, the images will be downloaded. So later we'll understand. Now immediately we cannot understand how that particular data is going to be gets working with this. So many images are there. It's all X-ray report, some kind of an, see how many images are there. So it is going to be so many different types of images we are going to be having it, guys. Chest reports are there, mostly chest X-rays are there, and we can see some kind of a data what we can see, guys. So it's going to be some kind of an, the hip implant X-ray database is there. So mammography data sets are going to be there, guys. So we really have a lot of data sets. We need not to worry about all these data sets because nowadays we really have a lot of data sets are available. Okay. So just to get some idea, I have given some idea like where is the deep learning is used. So deep learning is going to be used in such kind of a scenarios. So if I don't want to go to higher level, a simple example I can tell you guys. Like for example, there is an banking loans department is there. Bank loans, guys. So in the banking loans department, what they want to do that. So before giving a loan, before the loan approval is taking place, they want to study whether whether the customer will repay the loan amount, or whether does not repairs. That means will he becomes a defaulter or he will don't becomes a defaulter, whether he will be a defaulter or a non-defaulter. We have to predict it, guys. It is nothing but we have to predict it. After giving the loan, anybody can say whether he is a defaulter or non-defaulter, anybody can say after giving the loan. But before giving the loan itself, the banks wants to know whether this customer will be a defaulter or non-defaulter. How the banks knows that? They will study the past customers data, guys. They'll study the past customers data. The previous customers data will be there, last 10 years, 20 years, we are giving the loans. They will study the past customers data. They will find out some kind of an relationships or some kind of a patterns may be visible. So the machines are going to study the patterns. So to decide the defaulter, the age is an important factor, or the loan amount is an important factor, or the loan duration is an important factor. So if you identify the relationship, whenever a new customer comes, whether he will be a defaulter or a non-defaulter, easily we can find it off. So study the past data and take a decision for the future customers. Same thing happens, guys. Even I told you the images also, right? So understand the images, whether there are male or female. Once if you train the machine, automatically whenever a new image comes, it will identify whether the gender is a male or a female. Same as it is, whether the X-ray is a positive or negative, it can identify that. So mainly we are giving some training to the machines. Machines are learning. That's why we call it as machine learning, deep learning. Why we are calling it as a machine learning, deep learning? Is because machines are learning. So just feed the data. Machines are going to study the data, guys. You need not to write any logics. We need not to write any code for that. So just only the code we have to write is to feed the data to the machine. Some processing should be done. Some technique need to be implemented. Some methodology we have to implement it. Only we have to write the code. Remaining is going to be given to the machine, guys. Okay. So this is going to be just a little bit the idea about what is data science and what is machine learning. So what is data science? I told you it is nothing but even if I see the definition also, it is nothing but one of the multidisciplinary field. It is one of the multidisciplinary field where we are going to be using the various techniques, methodologies, processings, algorithms, and systems. What is our main target, guys? To understand the data. Whenever we want to understand the data, we are going to use all these techniques. One of the most important techniques we are going to be using is machine learning. What is machine learning? I told you. So here we are going to, here also we are trying to study the data, but who is studying the data here now? Machines are going to study the data, guys. Machines are going to study the data. So machines are going to study the data. No need of any human manually. We need not to do any work. Everything is going to be studied by the machines only. Machines will study and it will tell you, this is what I have been studied about that. Okay. So that is what the basic understanding of what is data science and what is the machine learning concept, guys. It is only just like an awareness to make you understand like what is exactly involved. All these algorithms are based on some mathematical and statistical concepts. So if we want to study an algorithm, we have to study what is the math, what is the mainly the math behind this particular the algorithms. We have to study about that. Okay. So so the thing is, let's coming to our training, guys, our training course curriculum. So tomorrow, that means from Monday. So the batch timing is from 8:30 p.m. guys. Sorry, guys. 6:30 a.m. Sorry, guys. It is a 6:30 a.m. We are going to start with a new batch. It is 6:32, which is 8 a.m. is your class timing, guys. 6:30 a.m. to which is 8 a.m. So why I specifically chosen the 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. is, so most of the participants are employees. So they want to join their office calls and all these things by 9 o'clock, or sometimes it is generally, it will be up to 9 o'clock. So that's why we made it at 6:30 a.m. a little bit early in the morning at 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. So every day your class will be of 90 minutes, 1.5 hour class. It may not be totally 90 minutes of class, at least 80 minutes, at least minimum of 80 minutes class will be there every day, guys. So tomorrow morning we have a 6:30 a.m. We are having a new batch is going to be starting, guys. So just I covered 3 demo sessions, guys. Nothing happened. 3 demo sessions we have been covered in that. It was started in the last week, that is on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday we didn't had the class in the last week. So these are only just an introduction class, like whatever today I have discussed, same thing a little bit more elaborated, more discussed technically. I have discussed about that. So anyhow, my backend team is going to share you those details. But apart from that, from my side also, guys, I am going to share you those particular links, guys. See, guys, these are the 3 days, guys. One is on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So if you just want to go through the hardly 1 hour videos, guys, not more than that. So here 1 hour 27 minutes means first day, right? So many questions will come from the participants. The technical discussion is only 1 hour. Remaining is going to be whatever the doubts, clarifications, all these things will be there. Next day, 1 hour 17 minutes. Next day, 1 hour 10 minutes. Hardly it is going to be 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, guys. Quickly, if you are interested to go, you can just go through these videos, guys. I'm going to share you the link. I think already, okay, already they didn't share the links for this. I'm sharing the links, guys. So I'm sharing the links for the YouTube videos. You can just click on the link and you can go there, guys. This is the link. 3 videos are there, guys. So demo session 1, demo session 2, demo session 3. This has been happened, guys. Just you can go through them and you can just study, because tomorrow, Monday morning, I'm going to start with the basic concepts of Python. Just a small refreshment I'll do, like what I have already done. It's only introduction part, guys. Nothing manual, nothing concept is started. No concepts, nothing has been started. Just like today I told you, same discussions, I just done a little bit more elaborated. If you want, you can go through those recording videos, guys. I shared you the links also to everyone, guys. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that also I'm going to talking about that. Like what exactly we can, where exactly we are going to be talking about. So what exactly the topics we are going to discuss. Mainly the main important topics will be there, guys. Along with that, we are also going to discuss about we are going to teach you about the core basics of Python. I'm going to teach you, guys. It will be 2 weeks of time, which is going to be starting from tomorrow. We are going to be starting from tomorrow. That is at Monday, 6:30 a.m. We are going to start it with this, guys. I am going to teach you only the basics of Python. Why? Because we are here not to learn Python, guys. We are going to learn something about a data science. But whenever we want to implement the concepts of data science, we are going to be using this Python concepts, guys. We have to use these Python concepts. At the same time, we are also going to be as a complimentary offer, who has been the guys who has been registered for a data science course. You are also going to get a free training on which is not a free live training, It is the free video lessons, guys. Videos we are going to get in, guys. Normally, this will be costing you 4,000 rupees. This you are going to get it at a free of cost if you registered for the data science. And the course fees for data science is 16K, guys. 16K is the course fees. And the course duration will be somewhere around 5 months, guys. 5 to 6 months we can take in, guys. Because you know the concept. It's not like other programming languages, 1.5 months, 2 months. It's not like that, guys. It is completely conceptual based. You will get it at a free of cost. I'll show you those videos also, guys. I'll show you the videos. Once you get registered, then you are going to get this videos, free videos, you are going to get it. So you can just go to durgasoftonline.com. So these videos, you are going to get it at a free of cost, guys. These videos, you have to get it at a free of cost. Okay. Normally the cost will be 4,000, which you are going to 170 videos are there, but it will be accessible to 180 days access will be given to you, guys. It will be 180 days access will be given, not 365 days. So 180 days, that means 6 months it will be given, guys. At least if you cover one video on one day, guys, sufficient. 180 days is going to be sufficient to cover all that 170 videos. Okay. But whatever I am going to discuss is going to be core Python concepts that is required for our data science. We are going to teach you. Along with that, what you can expect from our side, guys. Technically, I'm talking about that, like what we are going to get it. Every day, it is a daily recording video, guys. Daily recorded videos, guys. This is our daily recorded videos only, not the previous sessions or something like that, or not pre-recording. So this is going to be one of the, you can say that the advantage if you learn from DurgaSoft. Generally, the other training institutes, they don't give you the daily recording videos. Even they will give you also, they will cost you approximately somewhere around 5K something. You are going to charge it. From DurgaSoft, we are not charging even a single rupee for that. Every day recording video, starting from the first class up to the last class. Daily recording video will be given to you. Plus every day, whatever the daily, whatever the material. See, I'm writing in a whiteboard, I'm writing it, right? So daily, whatever the notes I'll give, plus whatever the code I'm going to give you guys. Apart from that, obviously, all the soft copy materials, PDFs, etc., we are going to be giving. All the things, guys. Apart from that, we are also going to be learning materials of various blogs or various videos, which we can, you have to learn it from some extensions. That means if you want to understand more and more about that, we are going to share you some blogs where we are going to share you some videos. Respectively, we are going to do that. Apart from that, obviously, one WhatsApp group, guys. It's going to be a WhatsApp group is also going to be created. WhatsApp or a Telegram group, whatever it may be. We'll create it for our knowledge sharing purpose. Every day-to-day updates, all these things we are going to give you. And every day for every topic wise, you will be having some kind of an assignments and assessments will be given. So just to evaluate yourself. So how much level, we are not going to grade them, but you are going to get some idea at what level you stand up to what extent you have been learned, what are the things you have to concentrate. To get some idea about that, assessments and assignments, we are going to give you guys. So in a Google form, we are going to give you. And as part of Google Forms, we are going to conduct all that assignments and assessments. And apart from that, some kind of an case studies also we are going to do, guys. We are going to do some kind of a case studies. Each and every concept, there will be case studies. All these are going to be what you can get it. You can expect from our side, guys. So these are the things which we are going to be providing. And one more thing also, I can say that what is the compare with the other training institutes. So you are allowed to chat. You are allowed to chat and you are allowed to speak, guys. Chat and speak directly with the trainers. So in other institutes, if you check it out, you can only chat. You can't speak. So you know what is the reason for that? That too you can chat. Whatever you chat, see. Now right now somebody is sending the chat messages. It can be shared with everyone. Everybody can see. For example, somebody has shared a question. So do you need some experience? How much knowledge we need to data science? So generally in other institutes, what they will do is you are allowed only to chat only with the trainer only. So if trainer want to speak about that, he can speak. For example, if you ask some question which the trainer is not aware about that, he can simply hide your question and he can go ahead. you can't speak in the meeting. Nobody knows about that. You have asked about that. If I want, I can make it. For example, if I said only host. If I change this option to host and this one, now if you try to do that, it won't allow you to chat with everyone. Now I remove the option, guys. Now remove the option. You can chat only with me only. So whatever the questions you have been posted, nobody can see. If I want, I can hide your question if I want. You can't speak it. You can't speak it also. But here, we can't do that. Okay. Data science is not a theoretical course. That's why you see. So Piyush is asking, data science is theoretical course. If I want, I can hide his question. But Piyush can speak now because I have allowed to speak. If he want, he can unmute himself and you can speak. Okay, I'm removing this option. In just a minute. Yeah. So I want to make the question to be visible to everyone. Everyone should be on the same page. If I hide like that, what I'm talking about, other participant does not knows about that. So Piyush is asking, is data science is a theoretical course? No, it's not a theoretical course. It is a conceptual learning. Don't say that it's a course. It is a conceptual learning. You have to study the concepts and you have to implement it. Okay, implementation is main, but the main concept is important. Why you are doing that, that is important. How to do that is not a matter here now. How to do, anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. How to do it, anybody can do that. But why you are doing that, that is important for us. Okay, so just I'll tell you one example. I'll tell you how to do a min-max scaling. Performing a min-max scaling is very easy. Min-max scaling is going to be very easy. But why do you do this min-max scaling? First of all, that is important here, guys. That is what you have to study about that. Okay, so that is the main concept of the application here now. Applying a min-max scaling, if I don't teach you what is min-max scaling also, anybody can do the min-max scaling, but without knowing why you are doing that, without knowing why you are doing the min-max scaling, first of all. So that is the concept we have to learn. Implementing the min-max scaling is very easy. That we don't bother about that. We do it, but we never bother about how we are doing that. Because in entry point of view, nobody will ask you how to do the min-max scaling. They'll ask you, why do you do the min-max scaling? Got the point? So practically that does not have any importance because applying all these concepts is very easy with the help of Python. Python is a very simple and easy language, guys. Okay, so that is the reason why we have to understand, clearly make you understand why we are doing the concept, why we are doing this process, we have to understand it. How to do that, that does not have any importance at all because using Python language with one line of code, we can do we can do the application here now. Okay, yes. So if you can see here, some questions that are asking is how much knowledge we need for data science. As I said that no, for data science, whatever that is required, only the Python basics, 2 weeks, whatever the 2 weeks classes I'm teaching, if you concentrate on that, that is sufficient. Okay, the 2 weeks concept is sufficient. You're beyond that, you don't require anything. And Saurabh, after data science course, which job positions we can apply? Yes, as I said that here there are multiple skill sets you are learning. So mainly I can say that there are different types of roles you can apply. That depends on how much experience you are putting and on what concepts you are more expertise. Your expertise and your experience matters. You can apply the jobs like data analyst jobs we can apply. So we can also go as a report developers because we are also going to, not report developers, data visualization experts, ML expert we are going to go, deep learning expert we can go, NLP engineers we can go, like AI engineers we can go, isn't it? There are multiple scope is there. That is the main advantage of learning data science. So because you are going to learn something about data analysis, you are going to learn about data visualizations. We'll work about NLP, we'll work about ML, we'll work about deep learning, we'll learn AI. So we have a multiple skill sets are there. So depending on your expertise, which area your expertise, how much experience you can put. So you have to apply the job, Saurabh. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys, from my side. So I can just take a 5-10 minutes questions if you have anybody having any questions. So I can take up your questions, guys. You can chat as well as you can speak. Anything is possible, guys. So you're allowed to chat and allowed to speak. Only thing I recommend is if there is any background noise from your side, please avoid speaking. Because if you unmute yourself, we'll get a lot of disturbance. See how clear my sound is there, how clear from my side. You don't get any disturbance because That is noise cancellation software which I'm using in my system, as well as I'm also going to be using a little bit high-end microphone. I'm using it. It is Logitech H370. I'm using it. It will be costing around 2,600, 2,700. It will costing me. So a little bit high costly. Still, we have very high costlies are there, but noise cancellation software in my system and noise cancellation in my mic, both are there here now. So that is the main, you don't get any noise from our side. Okay. If that much clear is your from your side, you are always welcome to, you can speak from your side, guys. Yeah. Are you providing placements after completion course? Neha. So obviously, so it is a placement assistance will be given, but not placements. Okay. So because see, nowadays it is not DurgaSoft is mostly into the trainings. They are not any consultants, job consultants. So we are their main role is to provide, get a job. They'll help you to get a job. Either it is a part of your learning, course concepts you have to learn. Apart from that, any help, like do you want any interview based questions, or if you want any project from our side, obviously project is also there from our side. Apart from that, you want to get a more and more help from our side in the case of case studies or any recapping of the sessions, anything, we are going to be helping you to get a job. Okay, we'll help you to get a job, but we don't, that depends also on you also, right? You should be also you should also follow our instructions, what I am giving, what we are giving every day. You have to dedicate some time. Simply if you come to the class and go off, we cannot say that you will get a job. You should be practicing, you should be learning. 70% is from my side, 30% contribution should be also be done from your side. Okay. Yes, Taurab. Yes, fine. Neha, also I think you haven't got your questions. Please send it to everyone, guys, so that everyone can see the page. Everyone can see the message, because the same question maybe somebody is also having a doubt. So instead of asking again from his side directly, it will be applicable to everyone, guys. Yep, guys. Anyone, guys, if you have any further questions, I can spend some time. Yes. Yes, Nivedita. Hello, sir. It's my first demo class. I have complete 5 years gap. So is it makes any problem in getting a job? Yes. Yeah, Neha, sorry, Nivedita. Yes, absolutely. 5 years gap, you can cover it, but you should show it. You should show the expertise that you are 5 years experienced. See, you cannot go like I have 5 years gap and I cannot go. You cannot go like a fresher now. The companies won't consider you as a fresher. At least if you put 3 years of fake experience, you should be showing that much expertise that you are 3 years of expertise. Okay. So if you can show that expertise, they will absolutely, they will consider that. Okay, fine. How much this work will help to do research work and PhD and this one? Yes, Piyush, you know that research is nothing but it's like a self-learning. See, you know that PhD people, these people, they don't want to learn from somebody. They always want to learn by themselves. So in PhD, if you are having a plan to do any PhD, it is like a self-learning. PhD is not you are learning from somebody. In PhD candidates, they don't try to learn from somebody. They will everything they will learn. Research itself is what? What is meaning of research? You have to do your by your own. Identify the issues, what are the problems, overcome them, solve them. That is what we can call it as PhDs. Okay. Uh, yes, absolutely. It's nothing. Data science, as I told you, data science is not a programming language. So there is nothing prerequisite that it will be trouble for Java people. Anybody who can having the ability to learn the things what I discussed, like some mathematical topics, some at least you should be in a position to study them. At least if we don't understand it also by going through different online resources. I started in 2017, guys. Nobody is there at that time who is to guide us. Everything we done mostly from internet, some self-learning, self-research. So by that way only we have studied all this concept. But for me, it has taken 2 years of time. Now the 2 years of time, whatever I spent for learning, I'm going to make it 6 months of time for you. Okay. So it's not that any Java testing, anything, anybody can learn, but you should be having the ability to learn, guys, ability to understand the concept, what we are trying to do that. It's not a concept of programming. It's a concept of what we are trying to understand, the methodologies, the techniques we are going to be teaching you, those things we have to study that. Okay. Fine, guys. So that's it from my side, guys. That is going to be from my side. So that is from my side, guys. Yes, any other further questions, guys?
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Yes. Go ahead.
By completing this course, can you do real-time work easily, sir?
Yes. See, nowadays, see, um, obviously, see, why you are learning. So first of all, the point of discussion here is today you are learning something. So it's maybe a software. See, even if you are a fresher also, why you are learning all these things? You are learning something. It's me from me or from some other person. You get a job. You are going to get a job. For example, how do you get a job? Based on what you have been learned. Now, once you go to how the interview will goes on. For example, the interview person does not say, for example, if the project is on Java, the interviewer does not going to search your skills or he is going to evaluate your skills on C language. So whatever the project requires, only that particular based on that concepts only he is going to concentrate on that. Based on that only he is going to concentrate on that. So obviously what happens here is, so you are learning something here means obviously you have to you are getting a job means obviously you have been satisfied the requirements of the project. So whatever the company is expecting to work, obviously you have satisfied. Obviously you are capable to work on that. If you got a job means nobody is going to directly give you an appointment directly without any interviews. So first thing you have to verify is whether you can crack a job, the interview or not. First thing, if you are cracking an interview means obviously that it makes you understand that yes, I was capable to work on that. So you are capable to work, then only you are going to be getting a job. Otherwise, if the person does not, if it does not get any guaranteed that, so you are capable to work, obviously you would, if will offer will not come to you. So first of all, think about the cracking of interview. Once if your interview was cracked, the meaning is you are capable to work in the real time. Yes, absolutely. Whatever we are learning, we are not learning only teaching only the concepts, right? But only the thing is, whatever you learn here, when you go to real time, there may be slight changes in the environment. So like, for example, we are working with Windows here. Everything will work with Windows. Everything you are very good. We have been worked with the interview. Interview is covered. Everything is went. Suddenly went to the, when to go to the real application environment, there are using Linux. Okay, then you cannot say that I know Windows, I can't work on the Linux system. You should be in a position to mold to that environment. So, okay, so give me 3 days of time. At least if you know, if you have a basic idea of that, that is, I'm saying that what is your capability of learning? That matters. That is going to be matters here. That's okay. So that is going to be the main concept, what we have to study about that. Okay, so absolutely. So once you once you learn it, automatically there is a chances of getting the jobs and you can work on them. Yes, just give me a second, guys. I'll be back.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, I just got a call. Yes. Saurabh, yeah, my BCA complete 2019. I'm doing animation job now with career transition to data science. As I told you, no, it's not your prior expertise. It is your interest to learn. You should be in a position to understand the concepts. Some maths will be there. That is the most important. You have to study that. Okay. Um, yes, Deepak, I can't answer this. Which will be more beneficial means, see, I recommend is that, see, even if you see my experience, I started in 2003 approximately with the database knowledge. So if I thought that at that time database knowledge is good, at that time database will have a very good opportunities are there. Everything was there. But after 20 years, I can see the transition. Everything has been become automated. Really, if I was into the database systems itself 20 years back and fix it with that, so today I used to be suffered a lot. So today I was into most of into corporate trainings, learning a lot of money every month. I'm earning a lot of money, both
this corporate trainings and all these things. So obviously technology will changes. Technology, obviously it will become changes. May not be immediately within 1-2 years of time, but imagine after 10 years, how could be, what level Java is going to remains. From the last 20 years, Java was there from last 20 years. From 20 years, what has been happened? Think about that. Like how it has been become more complicated or more simplified, how the job opportunities are there. What about the next 20 years of time? How much extent it is going to evolve, or how much extent it can make it simplified, or how much automation may be done, or what about the future of the Java? So think about the future, because you know that in software industry, it is a continuous learning. Without having a continuous learning, you cannot survive in the industry. That is what I can recommend, Deepak. Right? Okay. So that's it. That is going to be from my side. Yeah. I think, hope I have answered all of your questions, guys. And apart from that, just give me a second, guys. Yep. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I just got some important call. Yeah. So that's it from my side, guys. Sorry for making you to wait. So that's it from my side, guys. I think I have answered you all of your questions. Yes, DurgaSoft provides you the course completion certificate will be given from the DurgaSoft once the course has been got completed, guys. Okay. So that is going to be the thing what we can talk about them. And as I told, from tomorrow onwards, we'll be having a new batch. If you want, you can attend at a free of cost for a 3-4 days. You can attend, guys. And then if you are satisfied with our course curriculum and all these things, then you can restart with the course by paying the fees, and then you can start your learning, guys. Okay. And guys, if you have any questions further, if you have any further questions, I'm just sharing directly my contact number, guys. It's directly my number, guys. So if you have any concerns or anything, you can feel free to reach me out, guys. Either just text me on my WhatsApp number, or you can also write a mail to my mail ID also, guys. So I'm sharing you both my details. You can just reach me out, guys. So it is 8080771117 is my contact number, and shrivi.guttula@gmail.com. That is my mail ID, guys. Okay. If you want, you can find my profile also in LinkedIn by using my mail ID also. Right. So thanks for all of you guys by giving your valuable Sunday time. That is, it's because on Sunday assigning 1.5 hour time is a little bit trouble for everyone. So thanks all of you guys for attending the session, and hope I'll see you tomorrow. And I think all of you got the link also, guys. Tomorrow's link if you want, if you want to join. Once again, I'm going to share you the link, guys. Once again, I'm going to share you the link for tomorrow. If anybody wants, you can join the link. You can just click on the link and join the meeting in the tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. guys. Okay. So thanks all of you from my side. Thanks all of you once again, guys. And hope I'll see you in the tomorrow's class, guys. Thanks all of you for today, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.